Hey, what's good? It's your boy,
Swagler Drago.
and what a extreme rules. My boy Shaquan Jackson did not pull off the dub, but damn, he made his name known to the millions and millions of a performance like that. But let's not just remember about the past, let's focus on the future and the next pay-per-view coming up. NXT Takeover Chicago. Well, let's just get right into it. Our first match, Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin, where Baron Corbin gets the win over Braun Strowman. It seems like Braun Strowman has been losing to a lot of people recently. Into the next match, where Cassius Ohno destroys No Way Jose. I would have called that. Jinder Mahal defeats Aleister Black. Fair enough. Fair. I feel like Aleister Black might have been a bit sore after fighting Shaquan Jackson last night. Next match, where Drew McIntyre defeats Zack Ryder. Becky Lynch calls out Asuka. Could that lead to an upcoming pay-per-view? We don't know. In the co-main event, a tie between Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns. And then in the main event, John Cena defeats Brock Lesnar. Over to SmackDown, where we start off with Dolph Ziggler versus Bray Wyatt, where Dolph Ziggler defeats Bray Wyatt. Two guys we should be using a bit more. If you guys want to use either one of these two in any upcoming matches, maybe for a title, go in the comments and go crazy. Think of what you want these two guys to do. Into the next match, where Primo and Epico defeat Sheamus and Cesaro. Like I said, they will be the next SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Into the next match, where Rey Mysterio defeats Bobby Roode. Good match. Alexa Bliss defeats Alicia Fox. Elias defeats Matt Hardy. Daniel Bryan defeats The Undertaker. And in the in the promo, Triple H gets beat by Seth Rollins' words. Over to NXT, where Rhea Ripley faces Bianca Belair, where Rhea Ripley defeats Bianca Belair. Heavy Machinery defeat the Street Profits. TM61 lose to Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. Hideo Itami, literally Kenta, defeats Tommaso Ciampa. And Road defeats Kyle O'Reilly in NXT. Over to 205 Live, where we have a triple threat match. Mike Kanellis' debut in the WWE Universe versus Cole, the Ultimate Warrior Quick. No gimmick infringement here against Lince Dorado, where Lince Dorado gets the pin on Cole, the Ultimate Warrior Quinn. Kalisto defeats Grand Metalik, and Mustafa Ali defeats Buddy Murphy again. Over to next week, where the first match is Brock Lesnar versus No Way Jose Harris, and Brock Lesnar defeats No Way Jose. Into the next match, where Asuka defeats Tamina, Aleister Black defeats Cassius Ohno. The Revival defeat AOP. Lars Sullivan defeats Baron Corbin. Drew McIntyre defeats Braun Strowman. And Samoa Joe defeats Roman Reigns. It's into SmackDown, where R-Truth versus Shinsuke, and R-Truth defeats Shinsuke Nakamura. Maybe he deserves a title match. I'm not hinting to anything, but I think maybe some people deserve opportunities. I'm not going to say anything. But if you guys feel like anyone deserves title opportunities, go into those comments and tell me what you think. And I will put it into consideration. Ty Dillinger defeats Randy Orton. Matt Hardy defeats Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode. Shelton Benjamin defeats Triple H. Primo defeats Cesaro. That's obvious. He's a cologne. Colognes are cool and they know how to wrestle. So yeah, it's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious that he would defeat Cesaro. He's Primo. He's in his he's in his prime. Elias defeats Rey Mysterio, and AJ Styles puts his WWE title on the line against Daniel Bryan and successfully retains it. Fair enough. Into NXT, where it's a tag match. Rhea Ripley and Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler and Bianca Belair, where Rhea Ripley and Kairi Sane defeat Shayna Baszler and Bianca Belair. Roderick Strong defeats Oney Lorcan. Pete Dunne defeats Chad Gable. I don't overly remember putting Chad Gable on NXT, but okay. Tommaso Ciampa defeats Johnny Gargano. And Bobby Roode and Kyle O'Reilly defeat Hanson and Rowe. 205 Live, here we go, where Gentleman Jack Gallagher and Noam Dar fight. And Jack Gallagher defeats Noam Dar. Kalisto defeats TJP. And Mustafa Ali defeats Buddy Murphy. We start Raw with Asuka and Nia Jax, where Asuka defeats Nia Jax. Nobody is ready for Asuka. I think she's gotten 3 weeks in a row of wins. Cassius Ohno outwords Lars Sullivan. Obviously, because Lars Sullivan's a fucking idiot. I mean, yeah. He really bet him with those words. Big Show defeats Drew McIntyre. Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder defeat the Fashion Police. Brock Lesnar defeats Baron Blade. What is this tomfoolery? Seriously, Baron Blade should be destroying everyone left, right, and center. He is a beast. But is he the guy who cannot be moved? No, he is not. He is not Brock Lesnar. Into the next match where Aleister Black defeats Baron Corbin. And then into the main event where Roman Reigns defeats Braun Strowman. First match, we begin with a weird tag team match where the Eater of Worlds versus Dolph Ziggler and Rey Mysterio. Where Dolph Ziggler and Rey Mysterio pull off the win over the Eater of Worlds. Lana defeats Alexa Bliss. Shinsuke defeats Andrade Cien Almas and R-Truth. Jeff Hardy defeats Shelton Benjamin. Cesaro defeats Primo. No. What? Nah, man. You can't defeat Primo. Nah, man. Nah, he cheated. The ref had his back turned. They punched him in the head and then hit him with a chair and then pinned him and then dropped him on his head from the top rope and they messed him up and they ran him over with a car, and that's how they bet Primo. Into the next match where Rusev and Aiden English lose to AJ Styles and The Miz. An odd pairing, but an effective one against these two, apparently. And the New Day defeats Seth Rollins and Triple H in the main event of SmackDown. NXT up next, where Shayna Baszler versus Bianca Belair, where Shayna Baszler defeats Bianca Belair. Hanson and Rowe, the Raw Raiders, tongue-tied, defeat the Street Profits. Ernie Lorcan defeats Roderick Strong. Velveteen Dream defeats Hideo Itami. Rhea Ripley defeats Kairi Sane in the main event. Will that hint to anything in a few weeks at NXT TakeOver Chicago? Ooh. Over to 205 Live, where Mike Kanellis defeats versus Cole Quinn. Well, it's Cole Quinn. I don't think anybody's gonna lose to him. Where Mike Kanellis defeats Cole Quinn, like I did say. Into the next match where Kalisto defeats Lindsay Dorado, and then Mustafa Ali keeps on beating Buddy Murphy. We need to change this. We cannot continue embarrassing Buddy Murphy like this. Buddy Murphy needs to stop getting embarrassed by the guy. But guess what? I decided I'm gonna do some magical. Tonight's main event is for the Universal Championship. But except for that, right now we go into our opening match where Asuka defeats Becky Lynch. Lars Sullivan defeats Big Show. Come on, Big Show. Seriously, why are you making this guy win? This guy doesn't deserve a win. Look at him. He's a butt. I don't like his face. I'd punch it. I'd punch it really hard. I hope Shaquan Jackson comes your way and ends your career. I mean, what? Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jax, where Ronda Rousey gets the win over Nia Jax. Alright. Aleister Black defeats Titus O'Neil. Drew McIntyre defeats... Baron Corbin defeats Drew McIntyre. Brock Lesnar and John Cena John Cena and Brock Lesnar defeat Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush, the tag team who have not successfully won a tag team match. It's embarrassing. And in the main event, Braun Strowman defeats Roman Reigns to become the new Universal Champion. Alright. Over to SmackDown, where Aleister Black versus Jeff Hardy in the first match. And Aleister Black defeats Jeff Hardy in the first match. The next, a promo where Alexa Bliss goes, Alicia Fox, I don't like you. And then Alicia Fox just left and cried. Yeah, that's what actually happened. I saw it. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows defeat the Bludgeon Brothers. Fair enough. In a fatal four-way, Ty Dillinger defeats Randy Orton, Shelton Benjamin, and Andrade Cien Almas. We gotta push Ty. He's won matches, and they've been pretty hard matches. What a man. Sheamus defeats Epico. See, the thing was, Epico was entering the building, and you didn't see him walking into the ring. I was there. I was on my phone. I was backstage, and I said, "Hey to Epico." Next thing I hear is a car drive full speed, screaming, "Fella!" And he ran over Epico. Didn't know who it was. And then ambulance came, picked up Epico. But for some reason, the ambulance were wearing masks. I don't know why, it was a bit suspicious. They put him up on a stretcher, drag him to the ring, throw him into the ring. One of them takes off his mask. But you know something amazing? Epico did a head spring onto his feet, landed, was ready to fight, and Sheamus kicked off Epico's head and pinned him. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. That was it. That was the end of the match because Sheamus kicked him too hard in the head. And now they've taken Epico to the hospital to sew his head back on and make sure he's ready for Money in the Bank. Into the next match where Kane defeats Rey Mysterio. Okay. And Triple H defeats Seth Rollins. Ooh. Next we got NXT opening match Bobby Fish versus Hanson, where Bobby Fish defeats Hanson. Fair enough. The Heavy Machinery defeat the Street Profits. Oh wait, no, not yet. Shayna Baszler versus Bianca Belair. I swear this is riveting stuff. It's not like this has been happening for the last 4 weeks. Amazing. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not sick of watching the same matches. Next match. Oh wait. It's a promo where Tommaso Ciampa's like, you're not going to beat me, Velveteen Dream. And then he goes, I agree to disagree, but tonight I don't know what to say. And then he walks out. And then in the main event, Rhea Ripley defeats Kairi Sane. Oh my god. It's not like they've been versing each other like 5 times. Riveting. On to 205 Live, the most important show, where Cole, the Ultimate Warrior Quinn, versus Leo Rush, the debut 205, making his 205 debut. And Cole, the Ultimate Warrior Quinn, defeats Leo Rush, I think in his first ever win. Hideo Itami, literally Kenta, defeats Tyler Bate. And Mustafa Ali defeats Buddy Murphy for the 50th time into NXT TakeOver Chicago. I'll show you the card. This is the first match. This is the second match. This is the third match. That's the fourth match. That's the fifth match. That's the sixth match. And oh, if that's not the main event, I feel like the main event will steal the show. What?